Yes, we're back, and I've had a couple people ask this question lately, and I mentioned that before, the girl who had worked with the Schitzen trainer that told her to always hit the uh, remote after the fact of the command. Somebody else asked me that, and apparently someone had told them, or they read it somewhere. I don't know if you can find that link, send it to me. But what you're doing with the collar is you're using it to create muscle memory. However you use the collar, you're creating muscle memory, whether you're intending to do it or not. So if you're always hitting the collar after the fact, you're going to really create a negative muscle memory associated with that command. To give the dog a command, and then after you see the dog doesn't comply, to say no and hit the nick, I mean, that really would be the definition of punishment training. The way we're doing it really is the principles of avoidance training, where the bigger picture of that is the dog says, I'm behaving this way because I feel successful, not I'm behaving this way because I fear punishment. So, and you guys that have been with us for a while know we're using that pager and the nick to create muscle memory, a physical reaction to our voice. So we don't want that physical, we're choreographing moves and everything else. You're not going to be able to do that hitting the nick after the fact, and certainly not the continuous. I mean, the way collars were originally designed, going way back, the reason they were the continuous was because the whole principles of avoidance training were what they were originally designed for. So luckily, thank God, they eventually invented the nick, and reference our history of electronic collar video, but that's why you are using the collar concurrent, and we always say slightly before, because you're creating that muscle memory that will be concurrent with that command. Not that you're giving the command and when the dog doesn't do it, you're hitting it. The muscle memory involved with that would not be, you're going to have a dog that tenses up and tightens up, not a dog that's going to move in your direction like we get them to do. So I hope that helps you understand that. So giving a command and then after the fact hitting the nick, I mean, it would get to the point where you wouldn't want to hear that command. That command would not sound very good to you. Anyway, bye you guys.